What's up, everybody? This is the Tech Preacher. So I see this a lot. I see people always say, don't buy mid-range devices because it doesn't have the high-end processor. You need to have the 888 processor with 12 and 16 gigs of RAM to play games to have a high-performance device. Well, I disagree. A lot of people always say that you cannot play games and you cannot push a mid-range device hard. Again, I disagree. Okay, I got the LG Velvet here. All right, I got the LG Velvet. And this device is a 6.8-inch 1080p display. We got the Snapdragon 765 processor with 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage, SD card support, a 4300 milliamp battery running Android 10. Now, the reason why I'm using a mid-range device in this test is because if you're thinking about getting the LG Velvet and you're thinking about, well, whether or not this device go play all the highest games, will it get hot, how long the battery life is and stuff like that. Well, in this video, I'm going through a hard stress test on the LG Velvet to see if it's going to tap out, see if it's going to stutter, see if it's going to get hot, see about the battery drain. So in this video, we're going to do it all. And I promise you, after you watch this video, you will know whether or not the LG Velvet, a mid-range device, can play high-intensive games. Will it get hot? And how about the battery life when you putting it through its paces? Let's find out. Sit back and relax. Get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. What's up, guys? This is Eric back with another video. So I got the LG Velvet. Lord, one of my favorite looking devices. This is one of my favorite phones. I love the LG Velvet. I am a huge LG fan. And the reason why I picked the LG Velvet is because it has a mid-range processor in it. And you can pick this device up pretty cheap. So one of the biggest questions a lot of people have is that, can you play games on it? How about the heat? How about the battery life? Does it throttle? Well, let's go and put it to the test. I got a timer here, which I'm about to start because, hey, why not start the timer as I do the stress test? I'm at 100% battery life on this device right now. Start the timer. All right. What I got right here is I have the smart cleaning settings. And as you can see, I have 56% of the memory is being used. The internal storage is about 41%. And the reason why is because I wanted to go to optimize the device before we get started here to make sure that it's well optimized. All right, so it's optimized, and here it is, still the same thing, 40% of storage and 57% memory. All right, so I'm gonna put this device to the test. Let's go and look at the CPU temp. Right now, this device is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It's really cool, and it's using about, look like 3 gigs right now, and the battery life is at 100%. Let's put it to the test. Let's go on and run benchmark tests. Because we want to stress test this device, so we're going to run Geekbench 5. So let's go on and run the Geekbench 5 really quick. All right, so we had 100% on Geekbench, and look at the score, 616 single core, 1930 multi-core score. Let's get out of here. Let's run our heat test. We had 93 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so let's look at it. We're not getting no lag in this right now, nothing whatsoever. Okay, so let's go on a run Antutu benchmark test, because again, I want to do everything to try to slow this device down whatsoever. So let's go on and run Antutu benchmark test here on this device. All right, so the test is done. And the Antutu benchmark test is a very long test. It took a while, so I'm at 15 minutes right now. And here are the scores. All right, so let's get out of here. Let's go straight to our temperature test. And here it is, the temperature right here on this device. Boom, there it is. All right, and let's get out of here. So we had 95 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's not too hot. Remember, we started off at 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and we are at 97% battery life in 15 minutes. So let's go on and run a game, and let's go to do some gameplay with this device. All right, guys, so I'm playing Asphalt 8, and I wanted to give y'all guys some commentary as I'm playing these games. And right now, the device is still cool to the touch. We was at about 95 degrees Fahrenheit when I looked at the temperature before, but right now we still cool to the touch. So here it is, and I'm playing a high intensive game. Asphalt 8 is a very high intensive game, so I always say that if you could play this game, you could pretty much play anything. But I want y'all guys to see this. I'm not getting no stuttering, no hiccups, anything playing Asphalt 8. So I mean, here it is. Look at the graphics on there, it's really nice. So I got this, they had this myth, right, that you can't play high-end intensive games on low-end processors, which this is not a low-end processor, by the way. The 765G processor is a very powerful processor. Don't get caught up in the mirage of you thinking that you got to have 16 and 20 gigs of RAM, the 888,000 processor, and everything in between to play games, because you can't play games with a 765G processor. That's not the case. So don't think that you got to go out and spend over $1,000 for a device to play games and get good battery life and not throttle when you're playing high intensive games, because you can play games on this device. All right, guys, so I'm playing Call of Duty Mobile, and this is again another high intensive game, and I'm gonna tell you right now that if you could play Call of Duty Mobile on your device, you could play pretty much any game. And this is what I like to do here. And this is the LG Velvet. This is the LG Velvet. This ain't the Galaxy S21, and this is not the LG V60. No, this is the LG Velvet. And a lot of people be saying you can't play games on these devices. And here it is. I want to show you guys that yes, you can play games on the LG Velvet. All right, let's get out of here and let's check the temperature, because the device is getting a little warm. Okay, here we go. So it does feel a little warm. So we at 102 degrees Fahrenheit. And let's see if I can get back into the game. Let me see if I can play some more. There we go. Okay, so I died. I pretty much knew that. All right, so I got other apps in the, that's running in the background. So let's get out of here. And let's look at the other apps that's running in the background. We got the temperature, say 104 degrees. We got Call of Duty. We had Asphalt 8 playing in the background. Look at that. So that's still playing in the background. Still full game playing in the background. Okay, let's go back. And Dead Trigger. Okay, Dead Trigger is still playing without reloading. So that is a good thing. So all the games that I was playing is still in the background. Okay, and Antutu benchmark and the Geekbench, and everything is still playing. Now I'm using look like 80% of the RAM. Okay, that's okay. So all in all, look at that. We have about 30 minutes in this video. And yes, so let's go back to our CPU. So right now the CPU is at, now it's going down. It was at 104 degrees. You expect that when playing, you know, games for a long period of time, that your CPU is going to heat up a little bit. But I didn't experience no throttling. That was what I'm looking for. No throttling, no nothing. So I mean, it is what it is. So don't let the specs fool you. Don't listen to the mirage out there saying that, oh, you got to have top tier specs in order to play XYZ game. That's not the case. Does this device get warm? Of course, all devices get warm when it comes down to playing high intensive game, doing benchmark tests back to back to back. What I proved to you in this video is that the average consumer ain't gonna be running benchmark tests back to back to back. The average consumer is probably not gonna be playing, you know, 2, 3, 4 high intensive games back to back to back. What I'm trying to prove to you guys is that yes, you could play games on the LG Velvet. Yes, you could play games on the mid-tier processors. Yes, it will play very good and fluid. Does the device get warm? I just showed you. Yes, it does get a little warm. But does it hinder gameplay? No. That's what I'm talking about. LG Velvet, played it without a hitch. 32 minutes in, 95 degrees Fahrenheit. 92% battery life, and it's using about 4.5 gigs with all the games and everything that I got open in the background, and it still had everything was open in the background without reloading. All right, this is Eric the Tech Preacher from Easy Computer Solutions. LG Velvet, baby. Look at that, 93 degrees Fahrenheit. It's still a little warm in the back, but as you can see, the CPU is cooling down. This is what you want to happen. This is Eric. See you guys on the next video. Peace.